So I have a brand new exclusive colorway out with Always Be Kind yarns, and I want to tell you all the things about it and all the things I'm going to do with it and how you can get some and match. Hello and welcome back to the Knit Life Oils YouTube channel. Okay, I have something really exciting to show you today. Ready? So, this is called Katie Colors, and this is my brand new exclusive colorway collaboration with Always Be Kind yarn. And so I want to go over some things about it with you. So this is my second ever collaboration with a yarn dyer, and we worked together to come up with a colorway. So in this case, I worked with Laura. So let me tell you a little bit about Laura and how that came to be. So Laura is a local to me dyer. She lives like an hour and a half away from me or so. And I've seen her around on Instagram and at a few local events and things like that. One of the premises of her company is Always Be Kind yarn with the rainbow. And that is to honor her daughter who died from suicide. And I have a complicated history with suicide that we will not go into right now. And so I was always kind of a little bit like, I really wanted to support her and I love her colors, but I was a little bit like wary of it. And so at Flock last year, she came up to me and introduced herself, and it was really nice to meet her because I knew her from Instagram. But I only talked to her for like 2 seconds and my brain was fried, like absolutely fried. So then my friend Jessica invited me down to Oregon Flock and Fiber a few months later, and I saw that Laura was going to be there. And I was really excited because I might actually get to talk to her for more than 2.5 seconds when my brain is not fried. And so that was really cool. And so that was the first thing I did when I got there was I went straight to Laura's booth. And we started talking, and I told her about her awesome colors, and she was wearing her amazing rainbow top. And I kind of told her like my thing about her company, and she said, but here's the thing, if that wasn't the premise of my company, we wouldn't be having this conversation. And this conversation is important. And that like stopped me in my tracks. Like I resonated with that so much, and I can completely get behind that. And I was just super impressed, and it made me feel really good. So I was walking around her booth and I was like, hey Laura, we should do something together. And she's like, we should, that would be awesome. So I found this little patch on one of her colorways that was like pink, purple, and blue. And I was like, I want this in a colorway. And so we knew that we talked more. And so we talked back and forth a little bit. And then I was on the plane to Vogue Knitting Live. And Laura sends me a photo. And she goes, hey, what do you think of this colorway? And it's this. This is what she sends me. She sends me like this part right here. And the first thing I said was, I'm like, all of my friends would say, that's Katie Colors. It's amazing. She's like, I could have gone a little darker. I'm like, no, don't change it. That's it. So, hence why it is called Katie Colors, because, I feel like any of you on Instagram, you all send me yarn that looks like this because it's Katie Colors. And so that is why it is called Katie Colors. So yeah, that was a little bit about how Katie Colors came to be and how I thought of it. My first collaboration was mini skeins, and so I really wanted to do a single skein this time, and I am the queen of variegated yarn, so it was probably going to be variegated. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing a solid, but that doesn't quite excite me as much. So, yeah, so you can see there's pink and purple and blue and different shades of blue. Let me see if, oh yeah, here, there's better of the pink in the skein here. So the other thing I wanted to show you is that, so this is in the skein. This is what it looks like in the ball. So skein, ball. And then project. So skein, ball, project. I know that it's really helpful for me to see what a yarn will look like when it is in other forms, like the ball or the skein. And I have a really hard time seeing what that will look like from the skein. So I really wanted to show you the transition there. So while I have my project out, so this is the Adalae cowl. And I am running a knit along for this on Instagram starting April 1st. This is the sample and kind of testing it with the yarn so that you can see what it looks like and what yours could look like. So the Adalae cowl is written for sport weight yarn, but I have made it before with fingering, and I really like how it's coming out. It is shorter. It will come out shorter than in the original pattern, which is written for like 21 inches tall. And so this is about 3/4 of the way done. So there's going to be like this much more, and then it'll probably block out a little bit taller. So, I only did some of the repeats, but I still think it looks really cool, and I like this texture pattern, and baubles are my favorite thing. Do you see the baubles? Love baubles. Okay. Yeah, so I think that's going to be really fun. I will put the link in the caption of this video to join our group chat, and I think it's going to be really fun, and I can't wait to see your cowls. So, a couple things about the knit along. We will have prizes, and anyone can win the prizes anywhere in the world. If you're international, I might switch out a couple things to save on shipping, but otherwise, yeah. And you can use other yarn other than this exclusive colorway. You will get 1 entry for a cowl, 2 entries for a cowl in any Always Be Kind yarn, and 3 entries for a cowl in this exclusive Always Be Kind yarn colorway. So that's a little bit about the knit along and prizes. I think that's it. It starts April 1st and it will run through April 31st. And yeah, so that is the knit along. And then, so Katie Colors yarn is available now, and it is only available through March. What's the Monday? Saturday's the 1st, Sunday's the 2nd, so Monday's the 3rd. So through Monday, March 3rd, I knew it was Monday, I just couldn't remember what the date of Monday was. So Monday, March 3rd is when the pre-order for these will close, and it's exclusive, so it's not coming back. That's your only chance to get it. On Laura's website, you can choose if you want regular sock, which is what this is, sparkle sock, DK. I think she has a bulky and stuff, but I don't really look at those weights. So she does have a few options. That's the point to that. And then, so this is a pre-order. So once the pre-order closes, Laura will dye these and get them shipped out to you before the start of the knit along on April 1st. So it's a pretty short pre-order turnaround time. So you'll have your yarn sometime in March. And I think that's it. Let me know if you have any questions, but I'm so excited for you guys to get your hands on this. And I can't wait to see what you make and what you come up with. Oh, that was something else I was going to tell you really quick. So I know that a lot of people ask me, well, like, how many skeins do I need? So I can do a lot with 1 skein of fingering weight yarn. So I wanted to give you a couple ideas. A Musselburgh would look really cool in this yarn. Fingerless gloves would be great. Single loop cowls. You could do a double loop cowl, but it will be like 4 or 5 inches tall. Let's see, what else do I make with single skeins? Socks, obviously. You can do shawls, kind of like the I like to do the shawls that start small on each end and kind of get bigger in the middle. Boston Jen has some good designs for those. Yeah, so those are some ideas that you can use with a single skein of fingering weight yarn. I love using variegateds for things like that because it adds a little extra pop of color, and I can do lots of things with it. So yeah, that is it on Katie Colors. I hope you will get a skein and tell me about it and show it to me and show me what you make with it. I would love to see. I know that Laura and I both put so much heart into this collaboration, and I just can't wait for you guys to see it. I'm already loving seeing all of your excitement, and I will talk to you next time. Have a great week, everybody.